Hi guys, and welcome to my review of One Piece Chapter 837, Luffy vs. Commander Cracker. And oh boy, a lot of things happened in this chapter. I felt like I went through my live reaction pretty quickly, but then when I started taking notes, I had like twice as many notes as usual, so this might be a long review, so sit down with a cup of coffee or something. But yeah, let's get into the chapter. So we start off with Commander Cracker, basically introducing himself as this really great fighter, and he has this really great sword which is called Pretzel, which is this one-of-a-kind sword, and then he multiplies it so it's not one-of-a-kind anymore, which Nami points out. And he basically tells Luffy, like, you won't be able to beat me, so just stand down. And Nami is very quick to say, okay Luffy, please just don't fight this guy. And Luffy's like, well, why shouldn't I? So he fights him. Because, as we all know, Luffy doesn't listen to people when they tell him to not fight, except maybe sometimes Zoro. Because he takes advice from him, because he's his first mate. So Luffy goes in on Cracker, and he immediately goes Gear 3rd, which is very nice, and he uses Elephant Gun, which is a very nice move. I think that's, the art in this chapter looks really great, as I said in the last chapter too. It's very, very nice to see some action, finally. And then, after Luffy has gone Gear 3rd and punched him with an elephant gun, Cracker dodges, and we have this amazing 2-page spread of Luffy only dodging and blocking Cracker's attacks, which is pretty interesting because Luffy doesn't even get like the time or an opportunity to fight back. He's just running around and trying to block whatever is thrown at him. And then when we turn the page, he's not impaled, but he is sent flying backwards through a lot of trees, because Cracker spears him, I don't know what it's called, but he hits him with the end of his sword, which should have impaled him, but somehow it doesn't. Probably because Luffy blocked it, so that he'd rather be sent flying than get impaled, because who wouldn't want that? So then we have a section with Nami where she's basically just watching Luffy getting beaten, which is not a good start to the arc, because they've only just made it to the forest. They're not even near Sanji, and Luffy's already getting beaten. So yeah, that's a good start to the arc. And Nami then tries to go after Luffy, but is stopped by Brûlé, who starts telling her that they should get off their high horse. They are not as special as they think they are. And then she starts talking about the worst generation and how they are basically just thinking that they are better than they are. What's interesting about what Brûlé is saying here in her very long monologue is that before Luffy arrived, there were 4 people from the worst generation who tried to go against Big Mom. And those people were Kid, Apoo, Capone, and Urouge. And that's really interesting because, as we know, Kid, last time we saw him, got his ass handed to him by Kaido. He's now imprisoned by him. But Kaido wasn't actually the emperor he wanted to take down. The emperor he wanted to take out was Shanks, who he tried to take down after failing taking down Big Mom. I feel like Kid isn't the one in luck here. But yeah, that's interesting. So basically, what I get from this is that Kid tried to take down Big Mom, failed, then thought he had better chances at taking down Shanks. Pretty stupid if you ask me, but you know, it's Kid's logic. I don't think he's completely sane, so yeah. At least he's behind bars now, and he might be of help to Luffy when they reach Wano. Who knows? Of course, we also have Capone, who is now married to one of Big Mom's daughters, but is still kind of planning something. If we remember, I think it was 2 chapters ago when he said, who was it? Peckham said that he shouldn't underestimate Big Mom, which makes me think that Capone is up to something. So he might not have completely given up on trying to take out Big Mom, but now that he's on the inside, he might stand a better chance. Brûlé also mentions that Apoo tried to take Big Mom down, which is also interesting because now I want to know why Apoo, after having been defeated by Big Mom, went to go work for Kaido. Like, that kind of confuses me, because then did he change target from Kaido, but unlike with Big Mom, he couldn't escape him, so he just swore loyalty to him, kind of like how Capone allied himself with Big Mom. I'm really interested in how that went down, because these worst generation people, they're just all over the place. The last person from the worst generation that Brûlé says tried to go against Big Mom was Urouge, And this is interesting because last time we saw Rouge, he was bandaged up and he was talking to Kaido. So what I'm thinking here is that it's not that long ago that Rouge was trying to take out Big Mom, because one, he's still injured, two, they said that he took out one of the 4 commanders, which is why there are now only 3. But isn't it weird that there hasn't been like a replacement for the 4th guy? So I'm thinking that it hasn't been too long, so they haven't been able to replace that guy yet, which makes me think that Luffy will get to Sanji and kind of get out of this whole mess, not only because of his own strength and his doing, but because of all these outside and possibly inside factors that will help them along. So we have like the past attack of the Rouge, we have Jinbei going around trying to leave Big Mom to join Big Luffy, though we don't really know what's happened to him. We have Peckham's who is dying, basically. We have Pedro, who's hiding something. We have the Meansmokes, who are probably up to something. We have Capone, who is definitely up to something. And some other factors that I might have forgotten. But still, I think that unlike, of course, let's say Thriller Bark, everything that happened there was due to Luffy doing stuff until the end, basically. I don't think that's how this arc is gonna go down. So there'll be a lot of factors that'll contribute to whatever the ending is gonna be. As Brule is talking, she enters a mirror, then goes down to Nami, comes out of the mirror and tries to take Nami with her into the mirror world where she has Chopper and Carrot captured. And then Nami calls out for Pound, who saves her, and then Nami attacks Brule with a Thunderbolt and basically takes her down. Pound does say, though, that Brule will definitely be back, so she's only beaten temporarily, but at least Nami took her out, and that was everything that I wanted to see, so I'm very happy with that. They then start talking about Lola, which is something I guess we've all been waiting for Lola to become a part of this arc, even though she's not here. And Nami basically confirms, well, Lola must be Big Mom's daughter, I know her, she gave me this Reaper card, and because people can't attack me because I have this, I will take full advantage of it. And that's good, because Nami is a smart character, and I like when people play it smart. So I'm really interested to see what Nami has planned. Because she's probably gonna use the Vivre card to get out of the forest, because the forest is basically made out of all the homies who cannot attack her. So that's interesting. So we go back to where Luffy is, and the first thing that I notice about this page is that there is this kind of house in the background, and the forest ends, and the background is like a cake. So there's the cake, and there's a house, and then there is the forest. Which is steadily moving away from the thing, because that's where Luffy and Cracker are fighting. But then Cracker's like, your job is to make sure that Luffy does not leave this forest, so they kind of slowly go back to cover the area or surround the area where Luffy and Cracker are fighting. So while Cracker and Luffy are fighting, Luffy is taking a lot of damage and he looks quite exhausted. And then Cracker starts talking a lot of crap about Sanji. So he's like, you're trying to take him back, but aren't you realizing that you're just ruining his happiness? He is a prince and he does not need to be around lowly pirates like yourself. He's gonna get married to Pudding and then he'll live happily ever after and you can do nothing about it. And Luffy just has this really, really great face when, Cracker says something about Sanji. When he meets them, he'll say that he doesn't need to be with them and a lot of shit about that. And the look in Luffy's eyes was just amazing because he looks so pissed. And then we have the last page, which I did not expect. I wasn't prepared for this. But Luffy goes Gear 4th. And that was a beautiful panel of him doing the Kongan or whatever it's called. Very, very beautiful. And he slams Cracker back and he punches him in the face, and Cracker does not get up after this, which is good because I kind of want this fight to be over now. It would be nice for Luffy to take him out with that one punch, especially because I feel like Luffy is a bit exhausted, so he might need a little rest until they get to the Vinsmokes or Big Mom or whoever are next. So yeah, I kind of want Cracker to be taken out now. But it's also interesting to note that this is actually the first time that Luffy has gotten a punch in. Like, everything until now has either been protecting someone from Cracker, like Pound in the last chapter, or he's just been blocking and dodging Cracker's attacks, or his own attacks have been blocked by Cracker's shield. So it's very, very satisfying to see Cracker finally go down and hopefully not get up again. But as Luffy did point out when they were fighting, Cracker has insane armament haki. It is the strongest armament haki that Luffy has seen, if I remember correctly. Of course, Luffy did not fight Virgo, who also had like this weird full body armament haki, which was quite insane too. But I think it's interesting how Luffy's like, this guy has the strongest armament haki I've seen. And Luffy fought with Rayleigh. Like, he trained with Rayleigh for 1.5 years. So that's interesting. And that might mean that Luffy's attack did not do as much damage as it could have. Because, you know, armament haki. So one thing that I want to point out in this chapter is that the Big Mom Pirates, like only the Big Mom Pirates, seem to either think or want to make Luffy think that Sanji is very happy with his current situation, which we of course know that he is not. He is not very happy in his current situation. But they repeatedly say, at least Cracker do, thus, Jesus Christ, I can't speak, that Sanji is happy in his situation, he's gonna get married, he's gonna live happily ever after, and he's not gonna think twice about Luffy because they are lowly pirates and he is a prince who does not mingle with peasants. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking that, are they not aware that Sanji really hates his life with the Vinsmokes, or are they just trying to steer Luffy up? I'm kind of thinking that it's the second option because, as we know, Big Mom and her subordinates seem to know literally everything. But it's interesting that that's kind of what they're doing, trying to say that Sanji is happy, just go away. He doesn't want to be saved. Just leave. And I don't know what that'll do for the future, because I feel like there's no way that Oda just put that in there and then won't use it again. I feel like there has to be something else. So either Luffy or someone is gonna take this too hard and doubt what Sanji wants, because from their perspective, he's a prince now. He's set to marry a beautiful girl. They were all really surprised when when Sanji turned down Pudding, because she's a chef, she's beautiful, she's kind, she's really cute and nice, and we all love her. So what's there not for Sanji to like about this new life? He's still gonna be a pirate because he's gonna work for Big Mom. So yeah, maybe they'll think twice about that. Hopefully not though, but I don't see how else they're gonna bring this topic up again. I just feel like it was weird, because it's like, why would they say that Sanji is happy in his life when obviously he's not? Like, he's been fighting against them this whole time, and basically the only reason he hasn't run away is probably because, one, he's deep in enemy territory, Yonko territory, and he knows that Luffy will come for him, so why try to escape when he has nowhere to escape to? And now he's of course in slave colors, so he can't do shit. But still, I want this to get back into the story, like, but I don't know how, and I don't know if anyone understood what I'm talking about at the moment. I don't even know how to speak. I'm gonna stop. Lastly, I want to talk about how they're gonna get out of this stupid forest, because we've been in this forest for a long time now, and I think a lot of us are getting quite tired of Luffy not getting further into Whole Cake Island. But here's the thing. Cracker said that the homies' job, their only job, is to make sure that Straw Hat Luffy and his friends are staying in the damn forest. But we also know that Nami has the Reaver card to Big Mom, and because of that Reaver card, the homies cannot attack her. So I'm feeling that Nami will use the Reaver card to get out of the forest, hopefully in next chapter or whenever Luffy has taken Cracker down. Because as it stands now, we are in the middle of the night, and come morning, the Vinsmoke brothers, EDG and Niji, will arrive. And I don't know if I said this in my last review, but I feel like Luffy and Nami will meet EDG and Niji before they meet Sanji, just like how they met Reiju and Yeonji before they met up with Sanji. Yeah, I feel like I said this in my last review, but let me just repeat it. So yeah, I want that to happen, and for that to happen, I think they have to get out of the forest before morning arrives. And I don't know how far we are into the night, but I feel like there's still 2 days to Sanji's wedding, and I feel like we'll get almost to the point where he will get married before they stop whatever's going on. So yeah. But I think that was all I had to say about this chapter. I might have forgotten something, but if you liked anything that I had to say, please leave a thumbs up on this video and leave in the comments below what you thought of the chapter, and do you think the fight between Luffy and Cracker is over, or do you think they will continue fighting in the next chapter, or something else will happen that will just stop the fight? Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to read them. And subscribe to me if you want to see more of me. I also do reviews of Shokugeki no Soma and Haikyuu, so if you are into those, please subscribe. And until next time, bye!